All right, so today I am with rising pop star Keeana Kee. How are you doing today?
Hi, how are you? I'm great. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So, Kiana, congratulations on the release of your newest single, TikTok.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Can you begin by telling us more about the concept and inspiration behind the track?
Well, honestly, this song was the fastest song I ever written. I
Really?
literally did yes, it's insane, honestly, because when I was writing it, I was like trying to vibe with the music because I had the music, I had the beat. I was like, what do I feel? And I literally started at first as I write my music, I mumble, just like
Mm.
create a melody, and then I write the lyrics and everything. So that song was written in 1 hour from top
Wow.
to it was the fastest song I've ever written. Maybe because it's also not too long, and it's just like when you get the track in the moment when you're like in this inspiration mode, let's say everything kind of flows. And I think in that particular track, it was just something that I really needed to say and to tell to
Mhm.
my listeners. So it really flew. It was easy.
Yeah.
But the inspiration and the idea of the track is to, of course, to inspire, because this is like my main. I always laugh, even with my funny, like more clubby songs and fun songs. I always try to add something there that's gonna like lift your spirits or inspire you or motivate you, because I think that's like the purpose. Like listen to the song and get inspired. So in that particular track, I'm talking about listening to be themselves, to encourage being yourself and
Mhm.
not be afraid of that, because I'm literally talking to somebody in that particular story, kind of to my girlfriend and kind of to someone who's not out,
Okay.
because starting with the first verse, I'm kind of saying, I'm waiting, the time is ticking for you to come and stay without the fear, without being scared, which means kind of being scared to be with that person or being in a closet, and not trying to show our relationship. So the idea in that song is that. And then in a second verse, I'm talking about being, we are all influenced by and are getting all this, like with the media and everything, like what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to love and like.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of telling you to not listen to anything and anyone, and just be yourself and listen to your heart. And the
Awesome.
time is ticking.
Yes, time is ticking. Yes, I love that. So, have you always been that kind of person, like to not let others influence you and just always be yourself?
Yes, and I try as much as possible to stay true to that, because that's what makes you happy. If you do something that somebody told you to do and do it, maybe at first you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a good idea. Let me try." It's gonna be okay, but with the time, you're gonna be unhappy. You're gonna be like, "Okay, but that's not who I am,"
Yeah.
or you play a role of somebody who is just put in your head and influenced. So yeah, I'm trying to, for my own self, even every song I write is also for me.
That's for you.
So I listen to it and I'm also like, oh yes, yes, I need this. And like Genius, I have a song Genius. It's very inspirational for me. And I listen to it sometimes on days that I need inspiration and motivation. So
Mhm.
yeah, I try to stay true to that.
Yes, for sure. So, how has TikTok been received by audiences so far?
Oh, it was amazing. I'm actually so like excited and so happy because we got this challenge going on TikTok, because of course TikTok also the spelling is for a reason. I spelled TikTok, of course TikTok is TICK
Yeah.
the time, and that's what it is. But to make it more relatable to TikTok platform and to TikTok challenge, I named it TikTok with TIK. So we have a challenge called TikTok Keeana Kee. It's
Okay.
on TikTok and it's super cute, and it was done by two guys. Incredible. They already did my challenge for Wasabi. So this one, if anyone is interested, please go on TikTok and search for TikTok Keeana Kee.
Okay.
And we have a lot of videos there.
Awesome. Fantastic. And the song is also accompanied by a stunning visual that was shot in the south of France. Can you tell us more about the video and what you were hoping to portray with it?
Thank you. Um, yes, so it was shot. It was also quite unexpected. That video was unexpected. I wasn't prepared for it. We were just there, and I was like, "This is such a magical and beautiful place. We just have to shoot a video here," and we did. It was magical, and we were in the old town. It's between Cannes and Nice, right in the
Okay.
middle there, Antibes. And it's literally, I felt like I'm in a movie. Like we're literally shooting some movie, and I'm back in time, and even people there, like all the tourists or just like people who are passing by were different. They were all smiling and happy and just kind of like wanted to join us to film the video. And I have a lot of footage. The song is not very long, it's like 2 minutes and
Mhm.
something. So we weren't able to fit everything there, but I'm going to start posting that on social media so people can see, because we had a lot of people joining us just like dancing and
Yeah.
walking, and it was just so cool. And I hope with this video, when the viewer is watching that, I'm going to kind of transport them to that little place that almost unreal, because it's just happy and nice and easy and flowy and just positive. So I'm trying to kind of like take people there, and they can also travel in
All right,
town.
there you go. Perfect. Any thoughts on if TikTok will remain a standalone song or will it be included in a larger body of work?
Well, so far, because I'm an independent artist, I'm trying to release singles.
Mhm.
And I have a lot of music now, that so my followers and listeners can get excited, because I'm going to have almost every month a new song released.
Okay.
So, it's something fun. And it's better for independent artists to keep releasing music than working for a year or two on the album.
Yeah.
At the end, though, I might make like a compilation and adding several like certain singles together and release it as an album.
Okay.
But for now, I'm just going to keep releasing new music every month. So it's
All
kind
right.
of fast.
Perfect. Well, what do you always hope audiences take away from your work?
Well, in every song, even if it's just a fun club dancey song, I'm trying to put something there with the lyrics that's more inspirational, motivational, always. So kind of keep going, stay true to yourself, stay inspired, and keep like stay focused on what you like, so you
Mhm.
don't get influenced by stuff, because it's so easy to just switch our minds and just try
Yeah.
to start doing something else. And it is hard. Everything we do is hard, and it's not might not be as easy as you planned. So just stay focused. At the end of the day, you're gonna achieve whatever you want if you're not gonna give up. Because the only thing that we lose is when we give up on
Yes. Yes.
something.
Yes, I agree.
So I
Definitely.
try to do this with my music to also inspire and
Mhm.
motivate people.
Definitely. Have you always had this passion and desire to pursue music?
I always loved singing, but when I was growing up in Latvia, then London. It was hard. You kind of, and my family, I don't have any musicians in my family, so
Okay.
nobody was really supportive. They were like, okay, sing there. Like what? It was literally very. It was bad. Like I had to. My biggest inspiration is me. Like
Mhm.
I'm literally like my own. Like I'm pushing myself. I'm inspiring, even when everyone around me is like, "What are you doing? Why?" Just like get a job, normal job. It's hard. Like what? Like you weren't raised in a family that you're singing from 2 years old, and you like play all the instruments in the world. Like it's difficult. But if your heart wants to do that, and I believe in that strongly, that if you like something and you can do that 24/7 and you're not getting tired of that, stay on that track, because
Mhm.
that's something that you were built and maybe born to do. So yes, I didn't do it. I didn't do music. I wasn't focused on my music for a very long time till I actually decided on moving to the US.
Mhm.
I was singing in London and performing, but it wasn't like my main focus. When I moved to New York, I was like, that's it. Music is my career, and I'm putting everything in it, and I'm going for my desires, because it's also easier here in America. You kind
Mhm.
of like, there's so many people that have dreams. They
Yeah.
excited for something. They want to do something better than just like work at a store.
Mhm.
And in Europe, it's a little different, more difficult. People are
Okay.
more like, okay, you gotta go to work and do what everybody else is doing.
Mhm.
So when I moved here, I was more inspired myself to follow my dreams
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
my
Yeah, your passion, your dreams. That's awesome.
yeah.
So, what exactly brought you to the United States?
Uh, just I wanted to try something else, and I wanted to go for the best. And
Okay.
I think
Okay.
New York is like the best place in the world to do anything you want for your business or artistry or whatever it is. And I'm going for it.
There you
I
go.
literally like, it's a risk, but I'm enjoying it, and I absolutely love New York. I absolutely love living here.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, New York is fantastic. Have you been to
Yeah.
other parts of the country?
So yeah.
Have you been to other parts of the United States, other parts of the country?
Yes. Well, I record my music mostly in New York, Miami, and LA. So I
Okay.
always travel between the two coasts.
Okay.
And because my music always have this like kind of tropical and I don't know, some Latin feeling to it. Like it's better and it's cooler for me to record it in Miami and LA. I also get inspiration because
Mhm.
palm trees and it's so nice and beautiful. So I love I have a lot of engineers and in Miami and LA. So I love
Okay,
traveling.
awesome. Very nice. Yeah, so do you always would you say your excuse me, would describe your aesthetic like tropical, Latin fusion, all that?
Yes,
Okay.
because also I'm from Latvia, then I moved to London, then I travel a lot. I lived in South Africa for a little bit. Like it's a lot of things, and my music when I write, somehow I don't know how, even from without the melody, without the beat, I can come up with melodies and be like, okay, this sounds like Spanish. This sounds, oh, that's some Afrobeat. Oh, this is some like reggaeton, reggae. Like it just comes out. So I'm trying to embrace that
Mhm.
because it's natural. Like I don't have to work. Oh, let me make it like more Latin. Mm-mm. Like
Mhm.
everything I'm mumbling, all the ideas and melodies somehow just become more Spanish. It's also I realized and noticed that the Spanish melodies, exactly melodies, not the beat, the melodies are very similar to old Russian music. So
Okay.
maybe that's also coming from that, because maybe in childhood I was listening to some Russian music that inspired it. I don't know. It's a magical thing that just happens. I don't know how it happens, but I think that's all the influences from around the world. I also like a lot of Arabic music. I like that. So I think when I write, it's just like all our experiences or our influences just come together and create that certain song or sound. So
Definitely
I,
just love
I call it exotic pop.
All
My
right,
music.
there you go. Love it. And I also love that you're not afraid to show that you're an openly gay artist. Have you encountered any challenges with that?
Yes. Even coming out with my first debut single, Coconut Rum and Coke, I was asked, I was literally kind of forced to just, oh no, you gotta have the straight video. Like, don't put yourself in a box, like, and all of that, blah, 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 blah. But I think and I strongly believe when you stay true to what you are, and it's just gonna be natural, it's not gonna be fake, people gonna relate to you, and you don't need listeners who don't take you as who you are. You
Yeah.
don't want these people who don't accept you. If you don't like my music, you don't like my personality, there's other music out there, and I understand. It's okay, it's okay not to like my music. So I think when you stay true and you attract the followers that actually believe in you and like you for who you are,
Mhm.
these are your followers. These are the best people,
Yes.
because if you play somebody in 5 years, in 2 years, you're not going to be that person anymore, because it's not real. And
Yeah.
I think when you stay true to yourself, that's the crowd and listeners and followers that you attract, and it's going to believe in you as well.
Yes, it's very organic and very authentic. I love that.
Yes.
Yes. So, Kiana, what are some future goals you hope to accomplish with your career and platform?
So right now I'm super excited. I have a lot of music, a lot of new music. I recorded in LA right now, just arrived, and I'm planning on releasing a song every month, which
Okay.
is a little more frequent than before because it's harder to work on the music. It takes a lot of time. I'm also doing most of the things myself, and now I'm excited to actually share all the music with the world. And I have a surprise, because so far people know me as an exotic pop artist.
Mhm.
I'm also working a lot on cinematic music right now, so I'm gonna release some cinematic music, which is different, but I hope that my followers will also like that.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm excited to share that. Also, new music videos are coming out.
All right, perfect. Well, then, how can one stay up to date with you?
Please follow me on social media, because I'm most active on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook as well. So please, it's easy. I'm mostly on all the social media. I'm Keeana Kee,
Mhm.
Keeanake. So it's easy to find me, and I love interacting with my followers and posting and just like stay up to date. That's the best thing to like just see what I'm doing and just be with me every day, because
Yes,
I'm posting stories and everything.
exactly. Well, then, before we wrap up, are there any other upcoming projects or anything else you would like to mention or plug at this time?
Mm, well, if anyone is coming to Dinosaur this year, if I
Mhm.
can speak
Yes.
about Dinosaur, I'm gonna be there, and I'm super excited. Last year I was performing, and this year I'm just attending as a celebrity guest. This is super
Okay.
cute, and I'm excited to chill there. So if you're there, come say hi, and I would be excited to meet you all. It's a beautiful place. So all like it's a family place. You come there if you're LGBTQ person, you come and you just like feel home, even if it's your first time.
Awesome. Fantastic.